Spiderweb. Good use of light reflecting on the water droplets. I wish the area in focus was more centered. Ice sculpture. Fascinating use of light and color. A different perspective on an everyday activity. Arboretum tulips. Beautiful subject. Nice play of light. I would like to have seen a more specific focal point. Arches. Very smart eye to be able to recognize the unique lines in the arches. So much better than a standard static shot. Rainy day in Venice. Good use of lines. An interesting angle with the elevated camera. I would like to have seen a more centered focal point. Arizona oil. Incredible idea that allows you to make art out of something that is traditionally ugly and toxic. Batting roller. Good use of unique lines. Glad this abstract is in black and white. It adds to the cold, mechanical feel. Birdseed. Cute, whimsical, very light-hearted. Blue dandelion. Beautiful. Love the use of light and extreme close-up. Circles. Nice framing. It's good that you used the rule of thirds and weren't tempted to center the circle. Barrage. Like the contrast of light, shadow, and delicate flowers with spiny stems. Now I want to see the front of the flower. Drayton Hall. Good choice in black and white. I wish the angle was sharper so the stairs came more into the center of the frame. Dune paths. Nice job allowing the light to show the texture in the dunes. Enchanting. Nice use of horizontal lines. The clouds seem to be resting on the mountains and the house. Good color and light. Fence post. Nice use of contrasting light and framing within the rule of thirds. Good balance and tension within the shot. Farm girl. I like the contrast between all the gray and the blue in the cooler and paint. Also like the symmetry between the socks and the barn siding. Wish the shot was a bit tighter on her face. Ford Tough. I love the framing and the use of black and white, not to mention the natural light. I can almost see the ghost of the driver sitting there. 5 furry faces. Interesting symmetry. Well balanced with a middle cow's head lifted up and almost out of frame. Forgotten car. Despite the weeds, this is almost a whimsical picture. By leaving it in color, it seems like the car is peering out in dismay. Nice natural shot. Frozen lake. It's hard to see a main center of interest in this, but the overall mood is clear with the looming, oppressive mountains. Forgotten pier. Nice contrast of black and white and light and shadow, not to mention man versus nature. Furry. Very nice, majestic image. I would have liked to have seen his face. Windows of the soul, etc. But his authority comes through. Gary. Very nice, humanistic shot. Twilight of day and twilight of man equals peaceful. Goddess. Nice use of existing lines to create drama. Excellent lighting choices. Greek walkways. Image is a bit grainy, but good job catching the color and the natural man-made lines. Gringotts Dragon. Interesting angle, although it makes it hard to interpret at first. The contrast of light and dark works well. Handprints. Very evocative, almost haunting juxtaposition between handprints and the outline on the right. Haunted or no. I like the use of black and white. I wish the camera angle wasn't tilted. The focal point isn't clear enough. High power. Nice use of rack focus and natural lighting. I like the framing and balance of red in the tractor and the wheel hub. Hopper. Amazing shot. You managed to capture such vibrant color and frame the subject perfectly. Good use of rule of thirds. Iced. Very unique way to frame a portrait. In or out. I would have liked to see the cat's face. It's more revealing. And perhaps using color would have made it lighthearted. But good idea. In the attic at Waterside. Nice contrast of natural light and shadows. The warm colors also add a surprising feeling of peace. Jess. Beautiful subject. Beautiful lighting. Beautiful job. Jim's window. Nice use of the reflection to create an almost abstract painting of greens and whites. Ladder. Good use of light and shadows. The sepia tone was also a wise choice. Instead of desolation, it seems like an escape route, in a good way. Life cycle. Nice use of rack focus and dramatic lighting. The color is captivating. The framing is also very smart. I love the balance between bloom and seed pod. Kendra. Beautiful subject. Beautiful lighting. Glad to see her full face. It is mesmerizing. Light waves. Great job catching the contrast between horizontal and curved lines. Also smart choice to use black and white so our focus is on the linear contrast. Lock. Nice use of rack focus. The pop of blue is also very captivating. Nice camera angle. Instead of being all horizontal lines, you've created curves. Love. You made this studio portrait much more interesting by creating a trio. Love the warmth from the sepia tone. Low tech. Fascinating lines. Good use of lighting to make the curves and diagonals pop. New leaf. Great concept. The lighting is a bit dark. Would have liked to see the green new leaf pop more. Mesh bag. Interesting color choice. Nice way to make the mundane and everyday pop. Nutcracker. Fascinating array of colors and lines. You captured the intricacies of nature very well. Oak leaf in snow. Nice use of light. Delicate contrast between the pine needles, snow, and the oak leaf. I like the play of color against the snow as well. It makes the subject pop. Metaphor. Not clear on what the metaphor is, but nice use of dramatic lighting and shadows. The progression is very symmetrical. Old window. Good use of light. The black and white was also a wise choice. The overall framing is very symmetrical. Orange poppy. Nice use of color. The orange really pops, even with the abstract background. I would have liked to have seen the face of the poppy. Prairie. Horizontal lines in the clouds and the land do a great job of conveying the vastness. Would have liked to see this in color. The black and white is almost ominous. Rainy walk. Nice use of vertical lines against the subject. Good job of capturing the dreary moment. River ice. I love the contrast in this shot on so many levels. Light and dark, frozen and fluid, sharp versus curved edges, even color versus white. You have a great eye. Power grid. Very dramatic use of contrasting light. The stark contrast between the harsh lines of the girl and the softer clouds behind is mesmerizing. Rockefeller. Nice pun. Very good use of color to pull the eye up in the frame and into the distant subject. You did a good job using a wall with horizontal stones to create a curved, fluid shot. Table for 5. Interesting play on light and lines. The relatively complex curved lines in the chair juxtapose with the hard lines of the table. Rust around rivets. Beautiful interchange of color. You've made art out of ugliness of rust and decay. Savannah Cemetery. Beautiful colors. Nice framing of the tree and grave marker. You can almost see the warm southern breeze. Solitude. Despite its name, this photo is bursting with details. From the stark trees to the contrast shades in both the sky and ground. The images are riveting. Staircase. Nice use of the lighted windows. Beautiful symmetry and mix of horizontal and curved lines. Sunrise reflection. Brilliant idea to turn the camera away from the actual sunrise. The play of colors across the window is mesmerizing. Sunset for the telegraph. Stark, simple lines contrast nicely with the warmth and glow of the sunset. Powerful and soft at the same time. The maxi. Great eye to capture a staircase and turn it into an abstract work. Love the play of lines and color. The paths. Great black and white imagery. The overlay of lines is both overwhelming and fascinating. Simple idea, but complex outcome. Tiger. Simply gorgeous. Tilting at windmills. Strong but simple lines contrast nicely with the soft clouds in the background. I like the intersecting diagonals coming down from the top. Tommy. Vibrant colors. Nice mix of hard and soft light. Truck. The contrast of rust and decay with light colors creates an unexpected whimsy. Umbrella with granddaughter. Simple idea plus sharp colors equals a simply beautiful shot. Vintage wheels. Love the color and the blur. Good idea to use a canted angle. Walk in the rain. Fascinating subject. I love the juxtaposition of the woman pulled together down to her handkerchief, but with a broken umbrella. Watermelon. Beautiful. Very smart use of light to capture the gorgeous color in such simplicity. Winter ice. Beautiful light. Great job using the trees to frame the shot. Winter tree. Stark limbs showing nice contrast against the soft edges of the ground and sky. Glad you didn't use black and white. The browns add a warmth. Wrenches. Nice symmetry. Good use of the vertical and horizontal lines. The sepia tone was also a wise choice. It adds warmth instead of despair or neglect. Workout. Hard light makes the subject really pop. I love the mix of hard lines and curves, literally and figuratively. You captured her exhaustion. Honorable mention. Spiderweb. Love the soft, foggy edges to this picture. The image is beautifully framed, and you can almost feel the cold and damp. Honorable mention. Art in flight. Amazing shot. Wish you had the bird's entire head, but still, great timing and reaction. Honorable mention. Inside a tree. Great job using Mother Nature to your advantage. It's all about waiting for the light. The natural light inside the tree is uplifting. The focal point is framed with the rest of the wood, and the green leaves add a vibrancy amid all the gray. Third place. Abandoned. Very nice composition. Love the tree juxtaposed with the house and the bird in flight. Captures a gloomy mood in a good way. Second place. Sam. This is dramatic on so many levels. Love the lighting contrast. Black and white was a smart choice, and I love that you used an imperfect subject to create a perfect picture. First place. Dog-bane leaf beetle. Beautiful color. Love the use of the extreme, close-up, and framing.